me ask you guys a question here as we go live. When was the last time that you said the words, I deserve something? Or maybe you said it in a different version and said what you don't deserve. So, what's up, guys? It's Neil at Noon, and I'm so glad that you all are here with us today. Now, when you hear the word deserve, do you hear and do you think of it in a form of entitlement or in a form of victimization, right? So do you say, okay, I believe I deserve this because of who I am and what I've done, or are you saying I don't deserve this? I'm a better person than this. Why is life so unfair to me? So we're just going to look at a couple of things surrounding the idea of deserving and what you deserve, what you don't deserve, and if deserve is even the proper way to talk about it or describe. So, a couple of things. I was really excited about preparing today, so I took some notes because I know how important this is. And once again, I really appreciate you guys being on and watching this, taking your time. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. But now, a couple of definitions that we wanted to get clear was just the idea and the definition of deserve, and if we're even using it in the right context when we're having our conversations. So, deserve means to merit, be qualified for, or have a claim to. And here's what I want you to hear: because of actions, qualities, etc. Right? So to merit, be qualified for, or have a claim to something because of actions. Now, when you say you deserve, are you qualified for something because of the actions, or are we confusing the idea and the word deserve for the word want? So, of course, I've got to give you the definition of want: to feel a need or desire for, or to wish for. So you'll see that the idea of want has nothing to do with work. Want is just a desire, whereas deserve has the concept tied in it of work, meaning that you've taken action, so you deserve. Now, as a Christian man, as a man of faith, I do want to be fair. We're not talking about what we don't deserve and what we do deserve. I understand those ideas, those concepts, talking about grace and everything there. But in order for us to deserve something, it requires, the definition alone means that there has to be action on our parts, that we need to do something. So typically we use the word in a negative form, right? And that is where we're saying, well, I don't deserve, or I deserve better than this. Let me ask you a question from Neil to you here at noon on January 7th. What if you got what you deserved? Where would your life be? Now, that's only a question that you can ask. What if you truly got the things that you deserved out of life? Are you doing the actions? Are you putting the work in to get the results that you claim that you deserve? For instance, I'm going to give us a couple of examples. Let's say you want to be in shape. Let's say that you say that you've had some bad health issues, but you say, I don't deserve to be going through these issues. But then on the flip side, we look, you're eating healthy, your eating habits are bad, you don't exercise, and you drink and you smoke a lot. So what do you really deserve? What are the actions that you're doing? Are they lining up with the desires that you want? So is it more of a deserve mentality or a want and a wish for? So that's something that I would ask you. So something that I always believe and that I'm always challenging myself with is trying to see if I deserve healthy relationships and whether or not I deserve a healthy marriage with my wife. So one of the ideas that I've planted in my head is I want to work so hard that I deserve a good marriage, that I deserve a great life, that I deserve the financial rewards and blessings that come my way, because I know things are going to happen. But this all goes back to the law of the harvest. You may know it as reaping what you sow, right? So in order to reap a bountiful harvest, in order to reap the right fruits or the right crops, you must sow the correct seeds. Now, I know in my life there have been times when I have wanted greatness, but I was planting mediocrity, right? So that is something when I say, well, I don't deserve this life that I'm living. Well, do I not? Or have I put in the work that's required? Have I taken the actions that's required? You say you want a raise, you deserve a raise, you deserve a promotion. Well, have you taken the actions necessary to merit you receiving those? And too many times we use the idea of not deserving or deserving as a consequence once we receive the actions, or I'm sorry, once we receive the results. I'm asking you today on January 7th to use the idea of deserve as a precursor to the actions that you're going to take. So let's take the word deserve and stop making it a reaction word, and let's be proactive with the idea and the thought of deserving something. For instance, when we see great athletes that have put in day, night, years of their lives and they make it to the pinnacle, many times we say, well, they deserve, unless you don't like the team that they're playing for, right? Some of you know exactly what I'm talking about. But when athletes make it to the pinnacle and they make it to the top, many people close to them will say, he deserves, she deserves to be here. I've seen the work or the action that they've put in. Now, we, on the other hand, we may see, not knowing the entire story, we may see what we call a stroke of luck in someone's life and say, well, they don't deserve. So that's why I want to make sure that we're looking at deserve in the terms of action and being proactive versus reactive. Now, a key idea. Here's something that each of us individually must understand, grasp, accept, and then implement. So the idea of being deserving merit, or to merit something, or to qualify for what we're going to call great rewards or abundance or blessings, it carries with it a responsibility of honesty and personal accountability. Only I know if I deserve a great marriage. Well, with the exception of my lovely wife, Joanna, but only I know if I deserve financial rewards for the work and the actions that I've put in. Because the truth is, as you all are looking at me here, I can tell you whatever I want to tell you. You may not see the inner happenings or what's happening behind the scene, but that's why I say it requires honesty with yourself, self accountability, because that's really the only type of accountability there ever is. So that's why I want you to say, do I deserve? Can I look at this from a point of honesty and then personal accountability? So Brian Tracy, now, what I'm going to give you right now is a very hard, tough pill to swallow. It's one that I have to swallow every morning, every day, all throughout the day. Brian Tracy was, quoted with saying, or credited with saying, you are where you are today because of the decisions you have made and the actions you have taken up till now. You are where you are today because of the decisions you have made and the actions you have taken up till now. Now, if you don't like where you are, don't get discouraged, because then there is a follow up quote to that, and it gives all of us what we need when we don't have anything else, and that is hope. It says that if you want to change where you are, make different decisions and take different actions. So if you want to rebut against me and say, Neil, it's not my fault that I am where I am today. If that's the case, you're also saying, Neil, I have no control on what happens to me and my future going forward. It's those who have accepted the fact, yes, I'm here because I messed up. I'm here because I made bad decisions and I took the inappropriate actions. But it's also those individuals, once they're honest and they're accountable to themselves, they can come back on the other side and say, yes, I'm here because I messed up, but I know that right now, today, I can turn things around, make some different decisions, and take different actions. So those are a couple of things that I wanted to just drop and share with you there. But then I want to ask you this in leaving, in parting. What can you do in one area of your life today that's going to move you into a deserving, or to qualify you to receive the things that you want out of life? Does that mean that you need to make more sound financial decisions? Does that need to mean that you need to be more careful about the relationships you have with colleagues or friends? Does that mean that you need to actually start keeping the promises that you made to yourself, so that then when you say, I deserve, you know to yourself that it is a statement made out of integrity? And just remember that it has been around, it's biblical, it's been the idea, the concept has been around as long as man itself has, is that you truly do reap what you sow. Whatever you put out, you're going to get back. You can call it karma, you can call it the universe, God, whatever it is. But there are some laws that do not change. The law of the harvest is as strong as the law of gravity. It is that concrete. So if you want to reap bountiful harvest, if you want to reap the harvest and the fruits of abundance, of great relationships, of significance, of importance, of whatever it is, of well being, personally, physically, mentally, spiritually, you have to plant. You have to sow the correct seeds. So that's going to do it for us today at noon. We're on Neil at noon. Love you guys. I love you. God loves you. There's nothing you can do about it. Until tomorrow, don't be average. Be world renowned. Peace. Bam.